Authentic Ilocano Dinuguan or Dinardaraan, prepared and tested by Ilocanos. Join me and let's share this Ilocano way of preparing this Pinoy classic. Honestly, it's really delicious that we had to scrape the sauce from the pan to get all the goodness. You're watching Channel 1 and this is the Pinoy Food Series. Let's join Romelo at his small kitchen. Hello, warm greetings. Your Kuya Uncle here, Romelo, from Pangasinan, but growing and cooking in Holland. Welcome to Channel 1, and tonight we'll be cooking Dinuguan. Dinuguan, yes. How would we translate this dish to English? There's one restaurant in Davao that just described this as pork in special sauce. Avoiding reference to blood, but it's simply pork in blood stew. If you are new to this channel, this is a channel where we aspire to experience and share garden to table experience. We use as much as possible our own harvest, little crops that we grow from our little garden. Gardening uploads every Wednesday and Fridays. Regular kitchen upload. We need very simple ingredients: onion, garlic, salt and pepper, pork belly and shoulder, preferably pork blood, vinegar, and patis, and long green chilies. The quantities in the description box below. We will be doing this in the Ilocano way, Dinuguan or Dinardaraan style Ilocano. The difference is that it's relatively drier than that of the other regions, and we don't use ginger. The Ilocanos use ginger generally only for chicken and fish. For meat, no. We'll be true to the tradition. One thing that I'm adjusting this dish to is the use of patis. This is one of my mother's specialties. But I never watched her do this because this was not my favorite dish when I was younger. It's only now that I'm beginning to crave for this. Of course, we have grown, we have matured, thunders na, so our tastes have also developed. I have here pork comprised by belly and the shoulder. Best part for this recipe. As in most pork dishes, we start by rendering or allowing the fat to render. Let's say that better, to allow the pork belly to render fat. I can remember that every time someone in our barrio butchers a pig and my mother gets a portion, she would cook this. And then don't watch her prepare this. Yeah, because to me, it's very common. As a child, this was very common, so I preferred something more special. But as we get older, our taste is pulled to the simpler, to the more traditional. Diba? How about you? Do you like dinuguan? This is not enough, so I'll be adding oil. Add the garlic now. I think we missed the adding of the onions. One thing that I learned outside of home is to be generous with onions. The more onions, the more enhanced the flavor is of your dish. I can remember a chef from Pakistan who once cooked chicken curry at home, and he used 1/2 kilo of onions to a 1 kilo chicken dish. And we finished the entire portion that night. Although we reserved the half for tomorrow, it was really delicious, and we finished it the same night. sell, in this country, they don't sell pork blood in the butcher shop. I was just fortunate to find blood, fresh blood, early in the morning, bottled in the market in Vienna. And I added vinegar to it, put it in a bottle, and froze it. That's why I have, I think, 2 bottles of pork blood in my freezer. The only disadvantage of this is I have to thaw it before being able to use it. I mean, the disadvantage of having, or the disadvantage of using frozen blood, that's what I meant. We'll have to fry the onions until they're translucent and they are about to caramelize. That very point. We can add the rest of the pork now. The thought of having blood in your dish is a bit gruesome to many people, and not many like this. But you know that in agricultural cultures, and I think in all countries here in Europe, they have blood sausages. So it's part of the agricultural tradition. We also have Betamax in the Philippines. And tonight, my mother Grace and her husband are coming, but I'll be serving this. But we won't tell her husband that it has blood. Her husband even eats bagoong. And by the way, her husband is from Holland. Oh, you've seen him in the garden. One thing that we don't do at home, I did not see my mother do this, is to add patis to meat dishes. I've learned that outside, and it really makes wonders. We'll add patis now. We can add the vinegar now. And as always, when adding vinegar, don't stir it until it is briskly boiling, or it has started to briskly boil. Yes, it's now boiling, so we're adding salt, pepper, and 2 cups of water. Feel free to add more water if it gets too dry. Ideally, we should have laurel, but I don't have it. Let's lower the flame and simmer this for around 20 minutes or until the sauce is thickened. 20 minutes has passed and it's time to check our dish. The sauce is thickened, so let's add the final ingredient, the very soul of the recipe, the blood. And of course, this too, the chilies can be added now. And my man Grace, who is Ilocano herself, will now do the plating.
Sige. Ang basa!
May masala ka man, ha? Pero siyempre, masyado.
Anong kurang?
Ano?
Puto!
As I've told you, my man Grace is coming with her Alex. And This is our dinuguan. Hindi na namin sasabihin kung ano ito sa English.
Oh.
But this is really delicious.
Yes.
Really, I'm surprised. This is the first time, or second time I cook this. And I'm really surprised how easy it is. Gawa na rin!
Yeah.
And it's really, di ba man nalagiman?
Sarap!
Until next time, and okay. Uploads every Friday here. Kitchen uploads every Friday, and Wednesdays garden. Just nagbati.
Just like buddy.
Okay, done.
Straks even nog wat fruit. Nog wat druiven.